Okay, we are doing the group work portion of complex fractions, unit rates with complex fractions. So this one says, while remodeling his kitchen, Arthur paints the cabinets. He estimates that he paints 30 square feet every half hour. How many square feet does Arthur paint per hour? So that means paint per hour. And now I'm just going to fill it in, but I need to make sure that I look for the words. It says a half hour, so that is 1/2. I'm not sure why my pen is not wanting to write very well for me today. That's 1/2, but the paint is 30. So this just means 30 divided by 1/2, which also turns into 30 times 2 over 1, which is 60 over 1. So it's 60 feet per hour. Now, if you are a person that needs the visual, if you've got your clock, you know that this is a half an hour, and he did 30 feet in a half an hour. Then he did 30 feet in the other half an hour, so we can check and make sure that our answer is correct. Push pause, move on to the next one if you need to. I need to see what it says on the paper. So it says there's the 1 and the 6. 1/6 acres in 1/4 of an hour. How many acres does she do per hour? So per hour means per hour. Acres. Okay, so that also means 1/6 acre per 1/4 hour, which means 1/6 divided by 1/4, which means that we are multiplying by the reciprocal, and we end up with 4/6. Now, 4/6 can be simplified. They both have a 2. They're both even numbers. So we get 2/3 of an acre per 1 hour. It is important that you put the units when you solve these, just like I did on number 1 and number 2. All right, we're going to try number 3 where we have 2 containers. So we're going to have container A, we're going to have container B. And it looks like they are leaking at gallons per hour. Setting that up, gallons per hour. So rate A has 2/3 of a gallon per 1/4 hour, which means 2/3 divided by 1/4. Dividing fractions just means multiplying by the reciprocal. So we end up with 8/3. That is an improper fraction or a mixed number. So I am going to think, how many 3s are in 8? Well, there are 2 3s in 8 with a leftover, I think. Yep. Because it's 3 plus 3 plus 2 all over 3. So this makes 1, that makes 1, and I'm left with 2 2/3. So 2 2/3 gallons per hour. So there is 1. And the other one, let's see if I can change colors for us. Looks like container B is at 3/4 of a gallon per 1/3 hour, which means 3/4 divided by 1/3. I'm going to rewrite that as multiplying by the reciprocal. And I end up multiplying across the top, 9/4. Well, 4 plus 4 plus 1 over 4 equals the 9. 1 whole, 2 wholes, and 1 left over. If I had done long division, that is 9 divided by 4. I've got 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So I have 1 left over. 2 1/4. Cannot leave it like that, so it's 2 1/4 gallons per hour. And I believe, nope. Is there more for you all? Yep, there's one more. Look at how it this is 2/3, but when it came across, 1/4. And then the second one is 3/5 of a gallon per 1/6 minute. All right, let me read it. 2 liquid storage containers are being filled. Liquid enters the first container at 2/3 of a gallon per 1/4 minute. So container 1, and then we'll have a container 2. And it looks like yours printed off better, so you don't have all this extra space, but just work it on the space that you have. We know that it's gallons per minute, so I'm going to substitute in 2/3 gallons per 1/4 minute. That means 2/3 divided by 1/4. To divide fractions, you keep, change, flip, and I end up with 8/3. Pretty sure that that's the thing that we just did. So 8/3 means 3 plus 3 plus 2 all over 3. I have a hole and a hole, so that means I have 2 and 2/3 gallons per minute. You have to have all of that in order to have the correct answer. Container 2 is still gallons per minute. So I'm going to put 3/5 over 1/6. That means 3/5 divided by 1/6. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, and I get 18/5. That is an improper fraction, so I will divide 18 by 5. I can get close. 3 times 5 makes 15. Subtract, I get a leftover 3. So 3 3/5 gallons per minute. Now the question is asking, determine which container is being filled faster. So it looks as if the 3 gallons is bigger, so I'm going to make sure that you can get the answer. It says the second container fills faster, because that number is greater than the other number. And that's all there is to it. I hope you did pretty good.